Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hot Mike. I'm your host Mike, and today we have another episode of Lemonland Extras. As you can see, I'm in the glorious Lemonland here. So recently I mentioned that, there could be a potential for some branding in Lemonland. Branding of the buildings, that is. Like I said, the naming rights for a lot of buildings around here are up for grabs, except for maybe Asgard. But so I thought, you know what? The first comment, and he always comments. Literally, probably 90% of the comments on my videos thus far have been from this one commenter. And you know what? Even just for that, he offered me 3 goats in the comments. I'm talking about Bob Ross, of course. Shout out to Bob Ross. watches every video, comments on every video. But yeah, he offered me 3 goats for the naming rights to all of the buildings in Lemonland. And while I don't want to give him naming rights to all the buildings, there's one place in particular that I think Bob Ross would do quite nicely as the patriarch of, and that is our Coliseum here. So what I'm going to do is I've pixelated an image of Bob Ross's head, and we are going to create it here in the middle of the Coliseum, and this is going to be Bob Ross Coliseum. We'll see how much actual usable footage I can get out of this video. And you know what? I may as well at the same time sort of attempt to fix up the Coliseum a bit, light it up, just make it the best place it can be. But to start off here, you're gonna see the inner workings of the entire operation here. As you can see, I literally just put this floor over top of whatever was underneath the Coliseum here. So this floor was at first used to conceal the hills underneath here. As you can see though, this holy cow, this place is actually huge. And almost done. There we go. Cool. Well, so quite obviously it's almost dark now. It's taken me a full day to clear out the floor of this place, but I've never actually attempted something like this before. So I was trying to think, I was like, it's the image is, or at least the courtyard here is 45 blocks by 45 blocks. So consequently, the image can't be more than 45 by 45. So, but as you can see, it's a square image, a square reference image that I'm working from, and this is not a square hole. But obviously, Bob Ross's head is not a square. Bob Ross's head is very circular, especially with his classic fro. So, my instinct would be to work from one corner, right? Start working out from maybe the top left corner, and then work my way down using the different blocks and sort of as I go along doing that. But you know what? First of all, we have to decide what direction the face will go. And I feel like this should be right side up. So the top of the head being right here, the bottom here. But I think looking at this, we're going to have to work starting from the middle here, which is why I've left the mark in the middle of where we are. But I'm going to set the daytime, and then we'll figure out what blocks we're going to have to use for the start here. Okay, so it totally depends on what I treat as the middle. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I don't want to get lost either. But I think this is the very middle. next day from when I started the Bob Ross image in the Bob Ross Memorial Coliseum here. As you can see, I've spruced up the place a little bit too. So obviously right here we have on all four sides here we've got Bob Ross in big letters. We still have our fireworks, we got Bob Ross, and then I've added pillars and I've added lights to the inside of the Coliseum here. At night it's got a really cool effect, and as you can see, I don't know, we're looking at it from the top down, but this turned out freaking great. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how awesome this turned out. It's hard to tell from the from being up close. As you can see, there's so many materials that went into making this Bob Ross face, and it sure as heck doesn't look like Bob Ross when we're right here, but here's the big reveal, of course. As we zoom out, it becomes better and better. If you squint just a little bit, there you go. There's Bob Ross. Oh my god, this may be one of the best things I've ever done in Minecraft. Like at least top 10. Like maybe I should probably go through my top 10 and just show off my top 10. Maybe I'll do that for another episode of Lemon Island Extras. But you know what? Top 10 is the Bob Ross face right now in the middle of the Coliseum here, the Bob Ross Memorial Coliseum. Also top 10 would be the Yay the Redeemer sculpture here. That's pretty darn awesome, though. Thought we'd just spruce up the Coliseum. You know, Bob Ross offered precisely 3 goats. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're waiting in anticipation for those goats. But while we wait, we've got this absolutely fantastic Bob Ross mural on the inside of Bob Ross Memorial Coliseum. This is just too much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Extras. I hope you come back for every episode of Lemon Land, every episode of Lemon Land Extras, all the other series that I have going on the channel here. Obviously, Project Hospital is a huge favorite. Lemon Land is a huge favorite. I want to start getting some other stuff into though on the channel, but you know, I'm gradually testing stuff out. I'm testing out Civ, testing out Prison Architect, obviously. But you know what? Happy that this turned out the way that it did, because this is freaking awesome. I leave you now with a view of Bob Ross in the Bob Ross Memorial Coliseum. I have been Hot Mike. I'll see you in the next episode.